What is up? So, a couple days ago I made a video giving you the tools to maximize your build and your damage. So this is kind of a proof of concept of that idea. So this character is a level 70 Crusader, just reached level 70 on him yesterday. And as you can see, his damage is really not that great, 299. And I haven't really farmed with him at all. Now I have these gems from my other characters. Other than that though, there's not much this character has. We can take a look at his gear. Here's a level 60 item from when he was gearing up. Level 70. As you can see, the rings are actually pretty good, but most of the stuff is not that great. We can see here, even this amulet, I mean, that's not that great. You usually want critical hit chance damage on those. It did roll attack speed, so I can't complain. So this build can actually do Torment 1, and I've barely farmed with him. The only farming I did was leveling him up. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at how is that possible. Damage is at 300,000, okay. Let's see how did we get that. A lot of it's from strength, alright, and as if you recall from my last video, strength will give us a lot of armor. As you can see, our armor's pretty up there. Critical hit chance is only 27%. We have 27% critical hit chance and we're doing Torment 1. Critical hit damage isn't even that great either. This should really be 270. Remember that 1 to 10 ratio. This should be 270. So we're getting this block amount from this shield, and we're getting a pretty good buff from this shield. And again, I got that shield when I was leveling this character up. So I got a little bit lucky, same thing with the Zweihander. Farmed it when I was leveling up. But most of my gear is not that great. Look at this, it still has armor on it. Only 3 stats on it. Not even critical hit chance or socket or attack speed on the helm. This one was carried over from before Reaper of Souls actually. This one doesn't even have critical hit chance on it. 3 stats again. So most of this gear is pretty bad. So let's go ahead and take a look at how I'm able to do Torment 1 and how I'm able to make the most of this damage. Alright, so my main 2 skills are Smite, and it does about 165 weapon damage, then 125 weapon damage. And then you can see that there's some chains going off, some side effects giving us 20%, whatever. All that damage is that holy, keep that in mind. Then my Blessed Hammer is doing fire damage. And we can see that these skills, the rune, 200% damage with another 150% damage on the ground. We're using Akarat's Champion just for whatever. I don't really use it that often, to be honest, especially with that cooldown. Condemn I use alright, especially when there's a huge radius of enemies around me. I'll use it. Keep in mind that this is a fire skill, this is a holy skill. We have Laws of Justice, and that's just a passive really. It buffs up our resistance. That's how we have so much toughness, 7 million toughness. And we just hit level 70. And Heaven's Fury, which is really good. Does a lot of damage over time, and it's a holy skill. But the main skill I use is this Blessed Hammer. And we'll see. Alright, well, it looks like most of your skills are holy. Why do you have that on fire? Well, simply put, this is why. I have a 20% bonus on this amulet. I really should try to reroll that to get holy skill damage on it. This Blessed Hammer is doing 1 million damage. 1 million from 300,000. How is that even possible? Here's how. In my past video I talked about skill bonuses and elemental bonuses, and this is this is the effect they can have on your character. Look at this. 15% to Blessed Hammer, 14% to Smite, 13% to Smite, 13% to Blessed Hammer. Heaven's Fury, remember, that's our huge DPS dealer over time. And that's it for those. Let's take a look at the holy skill damage. We have 15% on our bracer. Then we have 20% fire damage on this amulet. So really, none of that gear is spectacular even in that regards. As you saw, most of those rolls were 13%, so they're not even perfect. We do have some extra passives giving us some extra bonuses. Justice and Blessed Hammer get a bonus damage of 20%. Dang, that's pretty good. So I'm not going to show the calculations on screen. You're just going to have to take my word for it that this Blessed Hammer is doing a lot of damage. Alright, so what? What's the big deal? Let's do some Torment 1 then, if that's how you feel. We're just going to do a bounty. I'm probably going to forward through the rest of this. Okay, this is really
I require more life. These wounds are deep.
It's not bad. I mean, we almost died. From running pretty low on potions, whatever. Here's only pack. Let's see how we do here.
Not enough life.
Alright, well I hope this showed you that you can actually maximize your build just using skill bonuses and elemental bonuses. It's insane. It's absolutely incredible that a 300k damage character can do Torment 1. Just to show you where my Paragon's at, I have 365 Paragon. So I'm putting it mostly into movement speed so I don't have to worry about getting it on my gear. Strength to help us with the DPS. Attack speed again to help us with the DPS.
Have you
Critical hit
spoken
chance
to
because
her?
there's nothing else really on this
Not
page
yet.
that's worth putting
Does
it
one say
into.
to an ancient Nephilim ghost?
Armor and
suppose
resist all
you
just to
start
boost our
with hello.
toughness since we are pretty low level. Since we are pretty poorly geared. And resource cost reduction will help us because we have that Blessed Hammer. It's costing us 10 Wrath. We only have 100 Wraths. Alright, well that's it for me. I hope this proved to you that this can actually be useful and that it's not just a gimmick. Please leave your thoughts below. Thanks, I'm out.